Hi, hello, this is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Aquarius. How are you, Aquarius? I would say maybe a special bonus, one last bonus reading for December 2020. You know, guys, I love you. I've been told many times that my reading resonate weeks, sometimes months after, so you guys go ahead and go check your last few readings. I think I've done two or three, maybe more readings for the month of December for Aquariuses, and I'm so happy to be reconnecting with you. This is a general reading, you guys. Keep this in mind, okay? Just don't try to read too much into it, especially if it doesn't resonate. And I always recommend for those who follow me, go ahead and do your birth chart. Astrology is a map. There's doors for you to open. So go ahead, do your birth chart. You could type free birth chart on the browser and you already have your date of birth. You need your time. It may not be required, okay? You're still capable to retrieve a lot of information without your time of birth. So I recommend you go and check those out. And one last thing I wanted to say is to give a shout out, you guys. Now I'm reaching out to far away countries, and I want to really say hello to my new subscribers from India, New Zealand, Australia, United States. You guys, I am so humbled by all of your comments, and I'm very, very happy to be returning with you, okay? So let's not waste any time and start your reading for Aquarius. This is a general reading. And before doing your reading, I always meditate and I ask for guidance, okay? So let's see what we have for you this one last readings for December 2020. You guys go ahead and, I know that a lot of us are in rush to start 2021, but especially for you, my Aquarius, there's like a bridge. It's like some type of door, a secret door that you may be able to open, okay, that is still coming out for you. So go ahead and still watch your December readings. Okay. Ooh, wow. That's so interesting. Wow, the moon, like the first things coming out, first card, the moon here in the right position. So there's still things that you're finding out, like I was saying, okay, because the moon is about confusion, things that you cannot see here, okay. It can relate to your family, all right, or people that you consider as your family, okay. It's a very strong energy because in your reading right now so far is the only card in a reverse, okay. So yes, of course, in a reverse, it's all about, it's a very protective energy, first of all, okay. So it does connect to your ancestors, someone from the past watching over you, all right. I feel like it's kind of a feminine energy, okay. It could also relate to something taking place at night, okay. It has a quality in your reading of, I feel like, as exaltation, curiosity, like more than ever, a lot of Aquarius or diving deep into ancient knowledge, astrology. You're really making a stand and really studying it. You want to learn, understand your family. Why is this happening? Why is this lineage? Am I a part of this lineage? It could also talks about family problems, trouble relationship. And yes, there's a certain energy, especially in this position, that talks about betrayal, okay, being manipulated due to fear, okay, but that's over, which is the great part of this, okay. Now you have mastered this inside volcano, all right, emotional drain volcano. Maybe people were putting fingers at you, they were not saying things that were bothering them. In any event, you're putting that beside. And I think that it has to do with your family because the Four of Wands here is in a reverse. There's some people that still trying to hold you, keep you into a place, maybe your family is a really extra ultra religious family and they're trying to keep you bound to some, to some type of doctrine that you're no longer giving in. The Six of Pentacles is in a reverse. You have made a decision no longer to invest into a foundation that you were not, you don't want to build. You don't want to build anymore, because you coming out, you have this higher connection now with the celestial power, and that has been the most loyal energy, your angel, your protective shield, that knowledge that you know about astrology. That's been how you've been protected yourself. Some people more than your family. Maybe you find out your family were actually the detriment, um, foundation that prevented you to grow. I know it's hard, but there's a lot of things coming out in terms of family. We have the moon here, okay? I feel that there will be a stage which uh you will no longer invest in. There's something you no longer, it's going to be very cold, because look, the King of Swords in the reverse, he's very cold. That could be you, because you need to take out those snakes, bite coming out. You don't want to put your foot just walking around like that and have a big viper taking you away, right? You realize that now that there's something around you, but it's not the energy, it's a physical uh, energy. So that means it's not attached to your soul path, to your spirit. There's a disconnection. Ten of Swords, it's leaving. You're ending something like this, this continual, things that you were not able to express, or uh, on unsaid things, assumptions is over now. Maybe you assume that some people wanted the best for you, and there's some of that. I could feel, for some reason, someone is trying to take something away from you, my Aquarius says, okay? It's ending now, but the thing is, you find out, and you find out just, if you ever had suspicion here, the moon is still here, says no. I mean, it's all, again, it's attached to a Cancer. It could be about a Cancer, but I do feel that Cancer for you, my Aquarius, is where you get to learn the roots of your lineage, your history. All right. Amazing. Wow. Six of Wands. Whoever's coming after you, or this delusions that we assume, you're just walking away from it. You're walking away from it victorious, because you're looking for your happiness. Ten of Cups. And ten of Cups, maybe next to the Four of Wands, you realize that your happiness cannot be dependent or depending on your family lineage, your family history. There's something about that. Maybe there's someone in your family that really did betray you, but you no longer giving to that. I do feel a certain amount of peace here. Okay? You're building a dream. Okay? Not on an emotional level, but in terms of energy, where you're receiving outside the house. See, the cups are outside the house, the people are outside. The energy is outside. You're allowing this energy to reach to you, this loving energy. You're hearing it. You feel it in your heart. That's the Ten of Cups. That's the highest level of connection with love. That unconditional love, you have it. It doesn't have to be for your kids only, for your country only, for the people of the same color only, the same this. You have this unconditional love. You tapped into it. You tapped into it. And I feel with the Four of Wands in the reverse, because that's about It could be also about a union, a marriage, okay? But I feel in the reverse that you're definitely causing some interruption in your family. You know, Aquarius, your number is 11. The 11th house is a very heavy number. It's also a lucky number. It means the second part of life. That's what 11 means, all right? It means the second part of life, because some of my Aquarius are late bloomers, because they have this innocence of a soul where they're just constantly looking out, all right? But when you looked in with the moon here, it didn't make you happy. It didn't make you happy. There's something that doesn't make you happy there. There's an illusion, something maybe that someone wants you to hold to. Someone have a lot of expectation from you. Why is that they're expecting you to do for the whole collective all the time? I understand that Aquarius means collective network, but why? How does it make you feel? It's heavy. It's too heavy. One person cannot be responsible for a group. The group cannot expect one person a certain things, right? And that could be in different areas of your life. That could be at work. Maybe at work you realize that, okay, so now there's some imbalance here. I want to come out victorious. I have to remove some self-undoing belief about what life is, what a family should look like, what a relationship have to look like, what I have to look like, how I have to be. It's very deep. The death card here, there's a transformation. It's inevitable. That's why there's something coming is inevitable. Your change, your progression, your current attitude is inevitable. Right now, you have been pushed to be a certain way. For others, you're looking at in the future, but in transitioning, because the death card could also be transition to change, okay? It could also represent an ancestor, all right? You're coming close to yourself, okay? There's a need to be straight with the universe. That's your main concern, because you have understood that you're the chosen one. You felt the need and all this heavy pressure that you dealt with. Sometimes you could be dealing with something for years, something that was heavy, maybe decades, all right? If for some of you, maybe it was only this year, okay, but some other Aquarius, depending on the placement, it could be for years. And now you're reviewing it because the death card is telling you, by the way, it's over. There's something that says a path or something, you paid your karma, right? And there's a connection between the moon and the death card, all right? It's a way of passage. And that's why I say that some of my Aquariuses are late bloomers, because I don't know, they have this whimsical energy, all right? It could be good, it could be bad, okay? Where things, the big picture become clear as they get older, okay? But that makes them very intelligent to be able to remove their ego from the equation and look at the world as as a as a connection, all right? And connect to what they see, nature and such. But now you did such a process inwardly with the death card, okay, that it's inevitable. Now you are now turning the page, and that was the process. And because you're a fixed sign, and it's not that it's hard for you to change like other fixed sign. It's hard for you to see things, to really sometimes see people truly for who they are. Sometimes could be shocking. And it doesn't have to be people. It could be an event, situation, person, all right? But the death card in the reverse is stagnation, resisting changes, unable to go forward, all right? Now, Aquarius, pay attention, Aquarius, because I feel like there's one last test. One last test, Aquariuses, okay? You know, I think for most of my Aquarian, you are looking at this as It's just a new world. It makes you powerful, but the death card is here to tell you, you know, now change is inevitable. You have to put the past behind you. All right, let's continue. Wow. Wow. So I have the Nine of Pentacles here in a reverse. You're no longer investing. Ooh, that's gonna be cold. Some people gonna definitely, as much as you're heavy, you're the 11th sign, right? When you take your presence away, and you probably find out yourself about that, you look back and you realize how they're not able to maintain the same order. They're not able to manifest the same way. There's something about the energy that's taken away from the group, from the family, from the relationship, from the team, from the partnership, from the business, when you're taking yourself out. Nine of Pentacles is there in a reverse. There's no investment in terms of your time going in the future. You're not investing. There's something that's definitely a no. I'm sorry, my cross watchers, but this is where Aquarius is. Aquarius is, they have gained that so much, this energy with in your 12th house. Remember, the 12th house, as I keep saying, you guys, I know you know about astrology, is I say it's the last placement of the soul. It does also represent Pisces because we can't see the back of our head, right? But this really truly is where the birth is taking place when we emerge in this life. So imagine what you're going through. It's huge. It's so significant. For my Aquarian, you guys have done like a full circle into something. Maybe you've done it for your family. You completed a karmic cycle. You done it at work. You done it in your career, in your business. There's like, you're a pioneer. Okay, you have a big idea here. Nine of Swords. All right. Someone's going to try to reach back to you and say, try to see what's going on with you, because I feel there's a lot of people who have no idea truly of the death of transformation taking place in your life. They are clueless. They're not going to believe it. I'm laughing because for some of my Aquarius, you guys are so open. Everything is open out, out in the open. You have nothing to hide. And now for some reason, some people have completely missed something huge, or maybe something huge going to happen. You're going to keep it on the low. You're going to keep it to yourself. Seven of Swords is in a reverse. See? When you decide to stop giving, you become victorious, first of all, but all of those narcissists, all of those people that are trying to take from you, because this is the kind of, throwing someone under the bus. Someone try to throw you under the bus by putting their karma over you, or they're putting their karmic burden over you. Okay, I'm just going to tell you a small story about myself, okay? Well, we all have issues. I'm very sensitive. I used to be very manipulated by my big sister. She used to make me cry. She used to make me cry. And I don't want to really get into why it was the case when she really did. Okay. And for a long time, I felt so guilty, and I don't even know why. Okay. Feel guilty, there's a distance between my family and myself. Okay, I'm not gonna go into personal, and then just recently I used to realize that, wow, she's manipulative. She was using my love, my unconditional love, my care for her, and just trying to get me into, control, just control me in some way, or, putting me in a corner, or just trying to get me over there. And it took me a long time to understand. It came with a lot of different feelings. And I feel with the Seven of Swords, with the Ten of Swords, you're done. You're done being manipulated. It doesn't have to be in a relationship. It could be about a belief. Maybe you're done thinking that you have to give all your free time all the time and just give, 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 because you're like, well, whoever I give, they're not really giving to others. They're not giving back. You know, you met that junction in your life. Thanks to the 12th house, you met that junction when you had to look at it. You can see it. You had to look at it and say, oh, that's what happened when I allowed this to happen. That's what happened to me. I don't want this to happen. So I don't want this to happen to others. That's, you know, because you represent others. It's like you took responsibility. Maybe you overtook responsibility that wasn't yours. You know, okay, but now whoever was throwing you under the bus, whoever was cheating, whoever was lying, you understood that they did that to keep you down, to keep you down. That could have been you yourself, your own behavior. Maybe you ran away after things. You ran from love and you wanted love, but you didn't understand that doing this a certain way was bringing you this. It could be your own self on doing behavior that you did, right? Unconsciously. So you learned something. I'm not sure. This is really a general reading. You guys just let me know, okay? Really, please comment. But I want to finish this reading by saying the death card is in a reverse. Remember, change is inevitable, all right? The King of Swords in a reverse, it's someone who I feel here, okay? I think you're going to take your anger and you're going to return it into your benefit, which means that you're going to use the strength of adversary or it could be an adversary, it could be, or an adverse position, and you're going to return it against the adversaries. Ooh, that's deep. I feel that I'm telling you, I feel that you will take your anger and you're going to return it. And it's going to be benefit because the energy is huge. You're capable. All right? All right? But let me end this reading here for you, my beautiful Aquarian. This is a general reading. Please let me know how this resonated with you. Like, share, subscribe. And until next time, send you lots of kisses. I love you.